What's up, guys? Hope you are doing well, and welcome to the main Raptor review that most of, if not all of y'all, been waiting for. A Raptor review where I'm going to review every single one of these Raptors from the Raptor series, and I'm not going to review them all individually because I already did that with all the other Raptor reviews I did in the previous video. So this video, I'm going to review all of them, and basically the history and why I bought these guys and more. So I'm also going to review the boxes that these guys come in and stuff, which I think is kind of funny because if you already have some of these guys, and well, where are you going to review because you already have them, but just for the sake of it, I'm just going to show you anyway. So it's currently raining right now, so please excuse that the background sound effect if you hear any like thunder or anything. It's raining, but I had to do it now instead of a different time because I wouldn't want to do it at that time and set up these guys all over again. So I figured when I set these guys, I'm doing it. It's happening. So yeah, so basically I'm going to tell you why I bought these guys, why I love them, and just some other stuff. So this video will be set into 4 parts, I believe, maybe 3, but when I do all that, then I'll let you know from there. So yep, these are all of the Raptors that I have. This is including the Raptor Series, accessory packs, and nestlings, and if you can notice here, I only have one from each of the nestling pack because I didn't want to get all 3 of them and just separate them all everywhere, and it'll just cause a bunch of chaos. So that's pretty much what I did with these guys. They're not all over the place. So the 2 Micro Raptors are up there too, if you're wondering where those guys were, if they weren't down there. But so yeah, anyway, this is my collection of the whole Raptor series, every single Raptor, well, like the exception of these guys. But yeah, so I'm just gonna review these guys and we'll go from there. So first things first, we're gonna review the history of the Raptor series and the Kickstarter launch and all that. So I have a list so I don't forget what to say, because sometimes I forget and sometimes I get sidetracked too. So I have some sources here for me, and by the way, where I got all this information from was from the Beast of the Mesozoic Waikai fandom, which I'll put in the description if you want to know how to spell it and just confirm that. So yeah, so we're gonna review that and we'll get started. So the Kickstarter launch of these Raptors was April 27th of 2016. The first run came out around January 15th, 2018 through May 29th of 2018. And those Raptors included the Velociraptor, Trosiraptor, Sargon, and the blue Kickstarter Raptor, which was an exclusive, which discontinued probably sometime around next year. I don't remember when exactly, but you can probably look that up. But so those were the first Raptors that came out, and the rest are stretch goals, including the fan choice Raptors, the other Raptors that are shown here, the accessory packs, and the nestlings. And for the second run, that came out around January through August of 2019. And those Raptors included the Velociraptor, the Dromaeosaurus as repaints, and the Red Raptor as well, which came out as a repaint too. And those guys came out around the same time as the Roadrunners from the Fleisties, a purple one there, the black juvenile Velociraptor, which is basically the inspiration there of the young Lammergeier, and the Alpha Raptor, which I personally call, but it's basically the Osmoske Alpha, which is basically the same thing. But so yeah, the build-a-raptor sets came around the first series, the Eastern and Western pack Raptors, or should I say some of them are Raptors, but those dinosaurs came out around the second run, and the white nestlings came on the second run too. So the amber, black, and gray nestlings came on the first run, while the white ones were introduced in the second. So the white nestlings are basically the newest nestlings that were ones that came out. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for the history. And yeah, there's probably a lot more history to be reviewed for these Raptors, but that's all that I got from the BotM Waikai fandom, again, which is the source I got these from. These guys have 26 points of articulation. You can use the accessory packs for like display of a diorama if you wanted to, so In desert environment, you could put the Velociraptor in there. For the mountains environment, you could probably add the Dromaeosaurus. The wetlands environment, you can probably add the Sornithistes, the white Sornithistes, and for, well, the Roadrunner Sornithistes, the fan choice, which I would say would probably go better in the desert environment because he is the inspiration of the Roadrunner. So yeah, that's all I have for the history. So yeah, again, these guys came out around 2016. The Kickstarter launch was around 2016, and yeah, the latest, the second run, was around 2019, and then after that was the Ceratopsian series, which I believe came out, their Kickstarter launch came out around 2021, so 2020 was kind of the between point for the Raptor series and the Ceratopsian series. I don't remember when the fan choice Raptors came out, but it was definitely around the first run of the Raptor series, which was probably later. And then after them was the second launch of these guys over here. So, and I unfortunately, this is the second, I have the second run Velociraptor here. I don't have the first version, but same with the Dromaeosaurus. This is probably the first, no, the second run Dromaeosaurus. And this blue raptor I actually got from eBay, so I unfortunately didn't get this raptor around the first run because I had the opportunity, but I didn't think that guy would have been out of stock then. And this is the second version of the red Velociraptor, and I probably won't, but you can look up the difference between their comparisons. The only comparison I see here is that the snout, that part there was actually white, more white than gray, for the first Velociraptor or the first run. So, yeah, overall, one more thing is that all the fan choice Raptors, discluding the Zenualong, or no, I think it was a Zenualong, I don't remember, but, all these Raptors, except for that one, and the Raptor had a second launch. It wasn't a second launch, like, they didn't repaint it or anything, but, they were probably the lowest out of stock, and that's when I got my opportunity of getting the Raptor, so I'm really happy that was an option there. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it for as far as history is concerned. Again, there's probably more information out there about these guys, but that's all I pulled out from the fandom resource, so yeah, there's that. And next I will review the boxes, so we'll get into that in just a moment. So we are going to review the boxes now. This is going to take some moving around, so a little tour, I suppose. So, first we have now this is the Atosaurus box, and I'm not going to get all the other ones because that's just going to take forever. So this is the Atosaurus box, and here's the back, and if you slide that little thing, it shows you the instructions. So this is basically what all of the Raptor boxes looked like for the first run. The second run, which I'll show you in a moment, the comparison of that, but basically the little red on the Raptor series and the Raptor footprint there are shimmery, which you've probably seen in the most recent videos when I did the Sornithistes, the Alpha Raptor, etc. So this is what the box looked like for most of these Raptors, and I'll show you what the fan choice ones look like because they're different. The logo here is actually different here, different Raptor on the front. That's the Velociraptor, by the way, if you didn't know. You can probably tell there. So here's the top. I'm sorry, I'm holding the phone with one hand. This is what the top looks like. So the Atosaurus is number 6, as you can tell there. 26 points of articulation, realistic movement and detail, display base, and stand included, and adult collectible. So these aren't, I call them figurines because they're not really toys. And if you were to give them to children, you just have to make sure they're really responsible with them. I mean, you don't want the children to like color on them and stuff because that just won't be good. So I'm not going to take it out, but little case that the Raptor comes in is inside of there, and I just left that in there for no reason. Background's on there, and yeah, that's about it. And again, that thing slides, this little thing slides, but I'm not going to take it out just for the sake of the video, but yeah, that's about it for the Raptor series, the first launch Raptor. Here's the link, or not the link, but like where you can check out more of the Raptors creative beast, the artists, and the pretty much copyright. Now, funny, there's actually a barcode here, so I'm wondering if somewhere out there in the world, do they actually sell these guys in the store? Now, I never seen it in person, but I'm sure they do somewhere, but I've always seen these guys online. I haven't seen them in any, like, Walmart or something, but they don't sell them there, I think. Maybe at Comic-Con. I've never been there, but they actually did one recently. It was a few months ago. I didn't go there, unfortunately, because it would have been a while away, and I just had some stuff to do, so. But yeah, I watched the tour of it, and yeah. Anyway, so here's what the fan choice box looks like. So, I never pointed it out, but that little raptor footprint actually has a circle on it, whereas the other one didn't, so. And the raptor picture actually is more different. It's more like painted, while the other one looks more like it was done on the computer. The back only shows the fan choice raptors, so you got F1, 2, 3, 4. This one is the Xenu along, so that would be this guy right here. And again, you slide the little thing, it shows you the instructions. Here's the bottom, so pretty much the same. And here, it's either the Xenu long or the Sornitholistes, but when I looked at it, I think it was the Sornitholistes, but I think it says Xenu long. So yeah, here it says FC4, which is fan choice, if you didn't know what FC stood for. So yeah, the top is pretty much the same. This is basically where you take out the raptor. So yeah, there's the fan choice box, so not really any difference as far as the box appearance is concerned, except for the little slip here that shows you the raptor. And it also says fan choice at the top, so you got that, while the original one doesn't. So here's the second launch box, and on the back, if you slide it, it shows more raptors. So yeah, I actually noticed here, I forgot to review it when I showed you the first one, but you can actually check off the little, it says collect them all. Yeah, you should definitely collect them all. Actually, it doesn't. It actually shows on the first one. But anyway, so as I told you when I first reviewed the Allosaurus, the red here, I'm sorry about the light, but it's actually shimmery. So this is the Alpha Raptor, just the first one I saw. So actually on the back, you can notice that it has the second release, Velociraptor, the Roadrunner, Sornitholistes. And I say Roadrunner because the inspiration is from the Roadrunner from Looney Tunes. So I just say that for the Solovani, because the Sornitholistes Langstoni is actually not on here. And I also noticed, I think the second release dinosaurs replaced the fan choice raptors, unless they're under this, which I'm not going to take out, like I said. So yeah, these are, so yeah, basically the back is a little bit different there. And the bottom is pretty much the same. The top, now I saw this exclusive one. I think that's what the E stands for. I think it stands for exclusive. The red little letters also are shimmery too, which is cool. And this is the same too. And yeah, that's about it for the second release. So basically no difference, only with the appearance of the red, and the back has more raptors on it. So next we have the accessory pack box. This is the Micro Raptor. So when I first selected it, it looks like kind of a book, if you can probably tell. The back has, again, the barcode, the Creative Beast logo there, and we're the Dinosaur Toy Revolution. Really cool. Here's the bottom, so pretty much same as the top of the Raptor boxes. So I'm not going to take it out, but the inside comes with the little kind of the thing over there with the where these guys come in. So yeah, really cool. So this is the forest environment with Microraptor guy. And if you look closely, each of these accessory packs has an egg nest on them. So that's kind of like an Easter egg kind of thing that you can see on these guys. So all these boxes have a detail on them with the dinosaur on it, and basically the forest environment. So the illustration shows you basically what is inside of it, the tree, the Microraptor, the texture of the ground, and there's a Microraptor right there. So yeah, really cool. Next we have the nestlings. So this one is actually kind of interesting looking. So just reach this real quick. This is the nestling case. So you got the nestlings. This is the amber nestlings. And actually, so the background here is actually the same. Oh, oh my goodness. I am so sorry. I think that was probably the mini raptors that did that, trying to sabotage my little review here. So anyway, I apologize for that. My grip was just not working today. So here we have the artists, and yeah, the artists, the design skull, package art. I don't want to say the name because I'm afraid I'm going to mispronounce them, not to offend. So anyway, so yeah, here's the little design, and the bottom you have the just the barcode and the information, all that. This is where you take out the Raptors choking hazard, because it has little, if you can see, the little joint there that goes under there, that can be a choking hazard. And basically the raptor itself could be, but yeah, these aren't really suitable for young kids just for the sake of choking hazards, which I agree to. So yeah, this is the nestling case. Got some raptor footprints, very cool detail, and again, very realistic looking pictures, which almost match with the fan choice designs there, if you can tell there. Next, we have the Western set, which, since it came out around the second release, the second launch of the Kickstarter, it also has the shimmer on the red there. So the now the little casing that the dinosaurs come is actually different from the Raptors because they're smaller, and the dinosaurs are the same as the ones you would see in the accessory packs, only they have a different appearance and color. So you got the Build-a-raptor Raptor and the Stenotorosaurus, which replaces the Troodon, which is right there. So really cool. So you got these guys, and on the back is actually the same as the second launch, and this one comes with a collectible card. So oh wait, never mind, I'm sorry, I thought that was the inspirations. Those were just the name meanings. I thought it actually said the inspirations of these guys, because if you know the inspiration, I could be wrong, but I think the Build-a-raptor is a flamingo. I don't know what the Stenotorosaurus is, but if you know, let me know in the comments. That would help, so I can probably update that in those raptor reviews. But anyway, so yeah, pretty much the same. So yeah, again, the box of this is the same as the Alpha Raptors because it came out at the same time. So really cool. And one thing, I'm pretty much done with this. One thing I also meant to say was the first launch. So I'll show you the Allosaurus box again. The first launch dinosaurs actually don't have a card, which kind of bums me out, but it's fine. I like it. No offense. It's not like I'm gonna get all the postcards just for the sake of that. But so yeah, the second launch Raptors have the collectible card. So I imagine if they did make a second launch of all the Raptors, they'd have the collectible cards, but the postcards actually is pretty much the same thing, only they're bigger. So next we have the Build-a-raptors, or should I say last but not least, but something really cool. I actually didn't know they were going to update the box of the Build-a-raptors. So here is my Build-a-raptor set A, Velociraptor. So this is what the old Build-a-raptor sets looked like. So you got the logo down there, Visa Mesozoic, all that. So you got the customizable raptor on the front, and here's the back. So you can make the Raptor, Pyroraptor, Velour, Adasaurus, and the Sargon. And here's all the stuff that it comes with. I'm not going to open it just for the sake of the video. So glue required, and there's no paint included. Assembly. Now, I say glue because sometimes, now I actually had an issue with this with my first Build-a-raptor, which I'm going to show you actually in the next video. Is where I'm going to start my customizable Raptors reviews. So glue just in case if something messes up and it won't stick, which could be an issue. And sometimes you can hot rod your dinosaurs, which I have done in the second Raptor. I am not going to tell you about that because that is just a little foreshadow I gave you there. So here is what the Build-a-raptor sets look like now. So kind of cool. I actually got this guy not at the same time as I got the build-a-raptor set A because it gives you kind of a comparison there. So yeah, here you can actually see the inside. So really cool. We got the customizable dinosaur. Here's the Raptor customizable dinosaur on the front, and on the back is the back, have all the contents, and you can make the Sornithlestes, both Sornithlestes, Dromaeosaurus, Archaeoraptor, and Xenualong, or create your own, which I did. So yeah, or you can make up your own raptor if you wanted to. But so yeah, they call it set B because the Raptor is the main base, and you got all the contents here, the jumping rod, the posing rod, etc. So it also shows you where everything goes. So like the pelvis from the Dromaeosaurus, the chest for the Raptor, different types of collars, which is basically, if I can show you with one of the raptors, here with the Xenualong, the collar is basically that thing, and that's like the little shoulder thing here, but the little flimsy, flexible kind of part there, the little rubber part that is part of the dinosaur's neck is what the collar is. I could be wrong, but I think. So you got the toe claws here from the Sornithlestes and all that. Different types of tails, different types of feathers, different types of jaws. Now, you have to match the jaw with the head. And I could be wrong about that, but that's pretty much what I had to do. So you got these guys as well, the different types of heads, and really cool, the Sornithlestes, you can make it the Sullivani or the Langstoni if you wanted to. Or you could customize both of the feathers and attach them any way you wanted to. So before I end this part of the video, I'm just going to show you the comparison of the build-a-raptor set A and set B, if this thing will cooperate. So you can kind of see the comparison here. So you got the old version and the new version. So the new version is actually bigger because now what I'm wondering is like the Tyrannosaur series, the Tyrannosaur are actually really big. So I'm wondering if this is actually what they actually come in, because it's pretty big. But anyway, not talking about them because this is about the Raptors. So yeah, this is the old version and here's the new version. And taking a look at the back, not really any difference, but basically they swapped those two on this side, but that's about it. So yeah, here I forgot to show you the Sargon, Balor, contents in there. So yep, Velociraptor is the base, the different types of collars. So yeah, that's about it for the build-a-raptor sets. Here's what the top looks like of the old one and the top of the new one. So Starter bunny top. So it doesn't show like the little this thing, but yeah. Velociraptor set A and the barcode, and on this side is the opening. Actually, the sides are actually the same. So they actually open, if you can tell here. You just slide it open. So while on the new one, you open from this side. This is how I open it on this side, or you could do it on your side, but my preference is this side because that's where it slides out. So yeah, that's about it for the boxes. This is kind of a long video, but there's a lot to talk about. There's a bunch of differences in the different boxes. So yeah, that's about it for that. So I'll see you in the reason why I bought these guys. Alright, now I'm going to explain why I got these guys. So I'm also going to explain how I discovered Creative Beast and basically why I had an interest in these guys. So to begin with, now when I first started learning about the site, it's actually kind of funny how I discovered it, but I'll tell you anyway. So I was looking up stuff about the Raptor, right? So then I went to shopping because I was like, oh, is there any like Raptor toys or whatever? So I went over there and I discovered the Fan Choice Raptor online, and I was like, oh, holy crap, that thing looks cool. And so then I went to the site Creative Beast and I was like, oh my gosh, there's actually a bunch of these guys. And then I instantly fell in love with these Raptors, and then I was like, okay, well, it may be expensive, and I would say the most expensive one is $60, including tax, which is $10. Although the shipping is $10, my bad. And so yeah, basically all total is, so, yeah, anyways, so when I saw these guys, I instantly fell in love, and I was like, alright, I'm getting them. Hands down, I'm getting them. And about 4 to 5 years later, probably less than that, I finally got all the Raptors, so really cool. So, yeah, the reason why I bought these guys was just because, I'm just a big nerd of Raptors, and, I was like, okay, and this is all coming out from my head. But yeah, I was like, yeah, these things, I gotta get these guys, they're just so cool. So the first Raptor I actually bought was a few years ago. It was the Archaeoraptor. Where is it? There it is. The Archaeoraptor was the first Raptor I bought, and I instantly played around with it and messed around with all the features and all that, so this Raptor has definitely had some love. And the last Raptor I bought was the blue Kickstarter Raptor that I got from eBay, so, yeah, really cool. And I don't know how to put these in order. This is probably definitely not in order, but after the Archaeoraptor, I got the Balor, the Pyroraptor, and the Sornitholistes, because those were my favorite. These 3 Raptors were actually my favorite way back then, and I was like, and I actually fell in love with the fan choice Pyroraptor because, it just looked really cool and stuff, and it was all fiery looking, so fan choice wise, I would probably say that's my favorite. Then I saw the Raptor, which is probably the most rainbow one out there besides the Dromaeosaurus fan choice. And then when I looked, unfortunately, it was out of stock way back then. And back then, the blue Kickstarter Raptor came out, or didn't come out, but it was still in stores. But when I eventually got into interest of it, it was no longer on the site because it was actually exclusive, and exclusive can always or sometimes referred to as limited edition kind of thing. So I believe the Alpha Raptor and the Black Raptor are also exclusive, so you would probably want to get those guys while you still can, or else you have to go to Amazon or eBay to get them. And that's one thing, you can get these Raptors on eBay, Amazon, everything Dinosaur, which is like a UK version of Amazon kind of, which features dinosaur toys and all that, and yeah, you can get those Raptors on there too, and obviously I live in the United States, so I don't use that, but I got all these Raptors from Creative Beast except for the blue Kickstarter Raptor, so yeah, that would probably be the best site to get these Raptors. So anyway, this is probably going to take me some time to describe more of these Raptors, but I'll just give you a little look about the Raptors. So it took me forever. Probably not forever, but it took me a while to set this up, and I actually have a little something going on. It's not like a cold or something, but my voice may be a little bit jumpy, so bear with me there if you have noticed. So, this is a blanket, by the way. I don't know if you knew that or not, but, I think I told you sometime in a Raptor review or something else, but, the blanket is there to cover up my desk, and my desk is kind of messy, which is kind of weird, because I probably should show that off, because I am an artist, and, I like to paint, and some of the paint could get on my desk, but it's not too crazy. It's not like my whole desk is rainbow, it's white, so, yes, it's had some love. I've had it for some time, and I got these shelves here to place my Raptors on, so really cool. I actually have 2 for each, so a little light on there, but just for the sake of saving electricity, I only turn it on when I'm doing Raptor reviews. It's just kind of a little tradition thing that I do, so, or when I'm filming, basically, so, not like I have them there for no reason. So, yeah, Velociraptor is not just Velociraptor. Every Raptor, in the series, I've loved a lot. I love them all basically the same. My favorite, I would say, is the Raptor. I don't really have a least favorite. I mean, I don't have a least favorite, so I like them all the same. Actually, after the Lynn Raptor, I like them all the same. So, Lynn Raptor I like the most because of the colors, which is the European Bee Eater is its inspiration. So, if you wondered, I actually tell you that in my Raptor review video, if you didn't know. So, yep, here are the nestlings. And again, I only have one from each of the nestling pack because I didn't want to get all three of them out. Just to cause some havoc, or I don't know if I use that word right, but yeah, the most recent ones I got before the Kickstarter Blue Raptor was the Surgeon, the Zenualong, and I think the White Sword of Thleestes, because I actually wanted the White Sword of Thleestes because they're almost like male and female if you think about it from that one fan art I showed you from when I was reviewing. I don't remember which raptor I was reviewing, but I think it was the Sword of Thleestes when I showed you that. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I did show you the comparisons of the fan choice raptors with the regular raptors, and all velociraptors total, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 5 velociraptors, so kind of crazy, but hey, I like velociraptors, so yeah, some raptors like Allosaurus and Archaeoraptor and Balor, there's only one for each species, and they do have some of the same feathers, and the Balor is probably the most unique because this raptor has 2 sickle claws, which I believe probably acted like a microraptor. It glided through the trees, while the Zenualong only has 1, and so does the fan choice one, obviously does. You have the microraptors again, so kind of see the comparison there. This one has more white, which I told you in that one video, so yeah. All I can say about why I got these raptors is because they were dope, and so far from what I've seen online and all that, if you want to get scientifically accurate raptors, Creative Beast is definitely the place to go. They have the best of the best, I would say, and that goes for ceratopsians and eventually the Tyrannosaur series, which the first wave of the Tyrannosaur series is actually sometimes around this September, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm planning on getting maybe the Guanlong, which is inspired by the cassowary, northern cassowary thing, and I'm planning on making a diorama out of that, because I did a painting on that, which I'm going to show you on DeviantArt, or I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, which I'm going to post sometime later, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about these guys. Took me a few years, allowance and all that to get these guys, but I am really happy with this set, and I have every single one from the Raptor series, and accurately saying I have the 2 build-a-raptor sets, so I guess those kind of count too, and the Eastern and Western nestlings, and the accessory packs, and all that good stuff. So I don't want to brag about the fact that I may be the only person who has all of the raptors from the Raptor series, but besides the creator, again, I don't want to mispronounce your name, so David, I'll say David. They have all the raptors, I believe, so yeah, I'd probably say I'm probably one of the only fans that has every single raptor, because I'm that big of a nerd, but not to offend myself, but yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I got these guys because I just thought, why not? So yeah, really cool. So yeah, there you have it, the whole raptor review of every single raptor from the BotM Raptor Series. So really, really cool. Happy I got these guys. I'm in love. And if you saw my book review, you can see all the fan art I did and the paintings I did as well. And I think I said this before, I didn't do any paintings for the accessory packs and all of them because I just got too lazy or something, but maybe in the future, but maybe not. Depends if I have enough room on my wall, but yeah, anyway, that's about it. So yeah, there you have it. See ya.